Cake! Why? Stop it, Cake. Stop it. Things I do for love.
Oh, well, my name's Fox, and I tell Big and I'm Fox, and welcome to another video. FYI again, I love Naruto. Naruto is a show that I love, and I don't have really a lot of mangas. I really mostly only have watched the anime, mostly when it was on Cartoon Network. Once it moved over, once Shippuden started in English dubbing, but the English dubbing went to Disney Channel, and literally on the first episode, I saw signs of, no, I'm not going to watch this dubbing, because they switched out sexy jutsu for hot jutsu, and I'm like, oh no, Disney censored this. I'm not watching this crud. Even though the Cartoon Network one was still censored too, I think they cut away from the Sasuke Naruto kiss, as well as which I actually find really funny because Steven Universe is on Cartoon Network. But then again, I guess whatever. Still, I find it funny. And also now with Marceline and Bubblegum, even though that's been a thing for years. But I don't have that many of the original manga. I watched Shippuden. I watched Naruto all the way to that point, to the start of Shippuden, and then Shippuden I just recently finished, and that's what kind of brought me into it. To then watch Boruto, because I'm like, Naruto as a kid and Sasuke as a kid. I thought Sasuke would be dead by the end of the series, or that both of them would be dead, because I'd assumed they would kill each other. But and I don't say that as a joke. I literally thought like it was gonna end. Like even Naruto says that if Sasuke dies, it's going to be by Naruto's hand, and by that happens, Naruto will be dead too. Like they literally say it, and the show freaking sets it up for both of them to die. Mind you, I do like Boruto Sasuke because he's freaking epic, and I like Naruto as well. But yeah, but I finished Shippuden and I liked it, even though the finale was off and I didn't watch the fillers. But I went back to watch some of the fillers. But after that, I started watching the anime Boruto, which Boruto is pretty good anime. I think it's pretty fun, even though the mangas. What is it? The Boruto anime starts before apparently the Boruto the movie, and then it goes during Boruto the movie, and then it continues afterward to continue the story. While the mangas the manga basically, I guess, takes off during Boruto the movie. I want to say, because I believe the Boruto movie is during the tuning exam. So after watching the anime, and I think it was during the tuning exam, at some point, I'm like, alright, I'm going to start reading the mangas, since, the mangas are the source material. This is the stuff that's based off of, so obviously I should probably read these, because, it's kind of, these are what I thought came first. I thought these came first, which maybe they're not, because of some things. But I thought these came first, so I started watching this, especially since these are... Yeah, because these are further ahead in the story than the anime is. So, alright, cool. I'll read some of the books. That way we get a little more what's coming next. But, again, this is after watching, like, halfway through the tuning exam. So then, I started reading the books, and they're not that great. And mind you, the main reason why I actually stood away from these books for a bit of time, it's because of the art. Because, let's just put it this way. Because I brought these out for a reason. Like this. This is book 27. I think this is like right after Sasuke leaves. Because this is like... because of this. This is like one of the first book mangas of Naruto I ever bought. And it's mostly because it's just the cover. Because Sasuke looks awesome in it. You look... It's pretty nice artwork, coloring. Drawing's all nice. And then, even though there's a sticker on it, you kind of see similar thing with the first book of Shippuden, and then even this one. You see, they're simple, but like they're pretty well drawn. They're really done good art on them. And then we come to just the first book of Boruto, and he has cockeyed, and he's cockeyed. One eye is looking off that direction. One eye is looking straight at us. Sarada is extremely very thick. Mitsuki is all right. And then even in the second book, again, cockeyed. Like I don't know. Maybe Boruto is supposed to be cockeyed. Maybe that's a character trait of his. Then again, Mitsuki's eye is also a little cockeyed. Sarada seems fine, but she's looking off in the distance like, yeah, they didn't want me looking at the camera because they didn't know how to draw eyes right. This one's a little bit better. This one honestly is a little bit better. And the thing is, like, because the art is done by someone else. I believe, yeah? Yeah, story and art by Masashi Kiyomoto. Right now, he's just the supervisor. The script and the art is done by someone else, and you can immediately tell. And that's not even half the reason. Another reason, because again, I've just been talking about Sasuke, and one reason is because, and mind you, what is it? This book, is this the first one? No, this is book 3. Book 1. Book 1 basically takes place right at Boruto's sister's birthday. That is, like, whatever episode that is, that's when these books start. Everything else before does not happen, and honestly, I kind of wish it did, because a lot of what the anime did that it does right, one is the world building. It builds up this new world pretty well. It even shows connections like between Boruto and Shikadai, I believe is his name, where, like, you know, they're friends. That's like one of his childhood friends almost, and they're really close, especially with Naruto and Shikamaru. But Shikamaru basically being Naruto's right-hand man because Sasuke's not there. But yeah, you have that, and just the art. The art alone, it's simple. It's black and white. It's simple. But here's the thing. You go to this. It's black and white, yes, but there's some shading. There's some, even though there's no color, you can tell what should be like a different color, or what at least is done in a better way. It looks more dynamic. It looks a lot better, but mind you, I do think maybe it does get a little better as the story progresses. The art does get a little better, but even then, some things are extremely off. Like Sasuke looking like Sheldon Cooper with long hair. Like, I don't know how you mess that up. I don't know how you mess up, like, and mind you, I'm not saying Sasuke can't have long hair, because the anime does his hair well, where it's still that long look, but it kind of, in a sense, resembles a little bit of Itachi's, but then still have the spikes in the back a little bit, still going down, but spiking up. And again, like, his hair is even long in this, and you see he has, like, that spiky look to it. But Sasuke's not in this. But in this, I don't know why. Like, eventually, like, yeah, reading through it, I kind of ignore the hair, or I can tolerate it. But his hair is just off. And, like, everyone else has something to do. Like, Boruto, his hair is, like, the only one that looks like it should match the original series. While everyone else's hair looks, I don't know, I guess too detailed or too, quote-unquote, realistic, I guess. Which kind of throws it off. Like, I'm trying to find, like, even Sai looks weird. I believe that is Sai. Then again, these character models are different from the original series. Sai looks off. Again, like, the only one who really has the anime hair of, like, the original series is Boruto. And that's about it. And even then, like, pushing the art aside, actually, there's one person who does look exactly how he should, and that's Orochimaru. Orochimaru is the only one that they actually did right. I guess the guy who draws this doesn't know how to draw anime hair. I'm guessing that's why. And mind you, I'm not saying, like, you should just draw a simple way. No. I'm not saying he shouldn't add his own style to it either. No. But I should say, he could, like, at this point, like, the art got way better. Like, you do actually see some shading and stuff like that. And you actually do see that it does look a lot better. But that doesn't... still mess up some of the earlier chapters, which are like, someone looks at me, they're like, now. But yeah, let's see what else is there. Again, but like I said about the anime too, even though some people say, oh, it's filler, the first couple episodes are filler, it's before the training exam. That's more world building, I felt. And even like earlier they had like an episode where it was just Choji's daughter trying to get over her being fat, and like her loving the guy that he likes. It's like, I don't like fat chicks, and I'm an actor. And she's like, oh, well, I guess I better use my jutsu to make myself thin, but should I say thin? Or like, okay, fine, whatever. But I honestly at least like that. Like, they're kind of like showing how this world shows, like, shinobis are kind of now, like, oh, we can make movies about these characters, even though they're not really shinobis. Or like the Power Ranger one, which it's a character who has, it's a ninja who has who has the evil eye in one eye, who's super powerful, which was one of the episodes. Like, it's an actor thing, but the guy was actually a ninja. But it's just like, oh, a mysterious wandering ninja with an eye with an eye that's basically gives him superpowers. I wonder who they're trying to reference with that. But yeah, but stuff like that. Like, the anime one, the art is way better. The art matches not only the original series, but the original books. The art really does match that. Sasuke actually looks like how he would if he was older, and his hair was, different if his hair was fixed. I'm trying to think, because there's other characters in here that are just, like, off. Like, god dang, but Sasuke's hair just annoys the crap out of me, because it's like, it's not his hair, and it makes him look like someone completely different. Like, at so much, like, this is how you look at this. If you're gonna read the manga, this is how you look at it. It's like when you watch a live-action movie, and you're like, okay, he kind of looks like the character, but he's not exactly the character. That's how you need to look at this when you're watching it. It's like, oh, okay, this is Sasuke, played by some dude. That's how you look at that. At least that's how I look at it, because I'm just like, yeah, that's not... Even that, though, at one point where you have the fight, right before the fight with... right after Naruto's taken out of the tuning exams, where Boruto runs away, and when he enters the Hokage's room, in the anime, I really like what they did. They open the thing, and you see Naruto at the desk, look up, and then you just see him disappear. Because it's like, that's what he would have been if he wasn't taken. And Boruto was like, why? Of course you wouldn't be here. Something like that. Like, that's so, like that is a cool thing. That shows emotion. It pulls at the strings of the emotions that you have. Or like, even though they do kind of do it a little, they do it in this, and I do like the scene where they do it in the book too. Maybe the anime just because they also had music, because, it's an anime. But the scene where Boruto wears the jacket and he looks to Hinata and basically goes like this. I forgot what he does. He goes like this, and then it flashes to Naruto and then back. But what is it? I think it was, because in the anime I like where she goes, Naruto. Like, she calls out Naruto's name because, he looks, and at that moment he looks exactly like a young Naruto. But and I always love that kind of thing, especially since, like, in the original anime, they did a similar thing towards the end of the series, where it's, where Naruto, stands, where Naruto comes in, and you see the flag, and Kakashi looks up, and goes, Sensei? And then you see that's Naruto in Sage mode. Like, that's just freaking awesome. But, I like this, because it's kind of like, one, it's reminiscent of that scene, as well as being like more along the lines of that he's going to become, he's starting off, he's becoming more like the original Naruto to then become stronger to be then, like, it's this scene. Sorry, back, but it's this scene right here where he puts on the headband, even though it is pretty cool because you see the flash, and then you see, well, even then, I get what they're trying to do, but like in this, like her face is kind of just like, wow, you look like the kid I used to like, and now married, but now you look like it. Even though I get what they're trying to do, her face looks kind of just dead. Well, in the anime, you do see like the sadness. You see the sadness. You see like the surprise when he does it, and you see the flash of the original Naruto before it's fading back to Boruto, and just hear her say Naruto. I don't know. A lot of people would say like when like animes, oh, read the book or read the manga or something like that. I would definitely say watch the anime over the books. Mind you, I'm still going to be buying the books because the books are way further ahead. So I kind of want to know what's going on. But even then, the anime, hopefully it doesn't, because so far it's used its filler to expand the world more and in a natural way, better than the original series did, where it's like, all right, we're gonna have a this whole war arc that's going on, but for like 5 episodes, we're gonna flash back to Itachi's backstory, and then for another 3 episodes, we're gonna flash back to Indra and Ashura's backstory. And then we're going to flash back to the 6 Sages backstory. And mind you, I'm bringing those up because those are the 3 fillers I actually went back to watch because I actually wanted more backstory to this stuff. And those are actually somewhat canon. Even like the 3 that are brought up in the Boruto series, the 3 of Kaguya's clan, they are mentioned in those filler arcs. But yeah, it's stuff like that. It's like yeah, the filler there is kind of crap. In this, it's like, all right, we kind of have some downtime right now. Like, the kids aren't, like, in the affairs of, like, oh, what are we going to do about alien people from another dimension? That's not their thing. Their thing is, okay, we need to just do our missions and stuff like that and let Naruto and Sasuke, 2 god-level shinobis, to deal with this stuff for right now till we can come back to this. But yeah, even in the anime, it does at least I think it does the ninja tool better, because I don't think the ninja tool even is introduced until they show them the Boruto or Naruto and such. But in this one, apparently, Konohamaru has one already. Okay. But yeah, this is my thoughts. Tell me Jason in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Which videos I done. Links are on my Facebook on there somewhere. But yeah, Boruto, I would say definitely watch the anime. And again, like different things. One last thing before I end this. In the tuning exam for this, it just follows Boruto basically all the way through. That's it. In the anime, and even like it ends differently. In this one, it's Sarada and Boruto and Gaara's son versus each other in the final round. That's that battle. And like, but not in this one, in the anime, it's done way better because one, the whole thing with Shikide and Boruto cheating to beat Shikide after Boruto actually hears Shikamaru say, "You gotta try to win this one, son. You gotta try to win this one," and stuff like that. Where like it gave more to the characters and more stuff to them. Like, it pulled out a little bit more to make it so like, the impact of Boruto cheating, and when Shikide finds out, it feels harder. And not only that, Boruto versus Gaara's son felt way better when he's trying to use, like, that lightning ability. It's not working against the thing, and then he just uses that purple lightning and busts through. It's like, oh, wow, it's such a spectacle. It's so awesome. And then Naruto's like, hey, you're f***ing cheating. Hey, you're cheating. Even though in both the anime and manga, Naruto says, you are disqualified from being a shinobi. And then right after the fight with the Kaguya clan, they're just like, oh, okay, you can be a shinobi again. I'm just like, isn't that kind of like undermining the whole thing what like Naruto did like at the end of Shippuden? Where like, it's like, Kakashi's like, you want to be Hokage? He's like, yeah! Well, good. Come this way first. Okay? Puts down a bunch of books in front of him and says, now you first have to beat the tuning exam, and once you do that, then you go into this, and basically you still have to go up. There's no fast travel way to get there. Mind you, I would have said, alright, Naruto's Hokage, or he becomes Hokage, or at least the next line because of how powerful he is. He doesn't really need to go through the ranks because he kind of saved the world. But they're like, oh no, you have to do this. It's like, okay, fine. That one is just like, oh yeah, Boruto's no longer a ninja. Now he's a ninja again. I don't know. That's a problem with both anime and manga. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. The art is way different. I feel like this had more work put into it, and this was only one. And this was one guy. These are two. This is a guy who's doing the art, or girl possibly, Mikio. I guess that's a guy, and another one doing the story. I don't know. I say stick with the anime. Anyway, thank you for watching. Show videos that I've done. Links are on my fist on this somewhere, and we will see you later. Let's see. What's a stronger ability? Do you think the Sharingan or the Cockeyed Gon? It's the Sharingan.